Like many districts in Uganda, Rengo has a growing number of widows and orphans. Many of these vulnerable children often find themselves hopeless and out of school, where only 14% enrolled for secondary school and only 2% completed with a high school degree. With no social ties and raging poverty in many homes, orphans ended up in early marriages, prostitution, and drug addiction. The building of Shepherd High School by Woso was a huge undertaking to curb this. The community's input in this project was such a big inspiration. Members of the community took down the large anthills on the property, and the dirt from the anthills was used to make 70,000 bricks. These facilitated the construction of the first 4 classroom blocks and a big pit latrine. Since inception in 2015, the school has had an overwhelming growth in numbers of children accessing the high school. Students used to trek long distances to access the nearest high school, and still Shepherd High remains the only school in a radius of 8 miles in the area.
These people, the Kushites, the Bushmen, and the Hottentots, they were good people and hospitable. Okay? In other words, when the Arabs were coming, they were coming to meet such hospitable people who would welcome them very well. And the trading would go on smoothly along the East African coast. Hospitable people.
Actually, it started on 13th of October 2012. And we started with the child sponsorship program of identifying, with the help of local leaders, the vulnerable orphaned children, and then we match them with supporters who can take them to school.
4 years down the road, the classrooms are full beyond capacity.
In class we are congested, and the student is not given a chance to express his or herself. Whenever you are concentrating, someone is making you to say, go away, you extend here, I want to sit. So sometimes you don't focus when the teacher is teaching, or you don't understand.
Efforts to put extra classrooms is already underway, but completing it is becoming an uphill task. The school already has over 330 students. More than 150 students are on a waiting list for next year's intake. Their luck is highly hinged on how timely Woso will find help to complete the classrooms.
Please join me, and we provide these children the space. Our classes are too congested. We are not just going to bring them in just because there is good work going on without looking at the teacher-student ratio. It is very lower, and we want to graduate high school students who will go and not only impact their lives and families, but will go and influence the world. Please join me, and we provide enough space in terms of, right now, our immediate goal is to complete this building, to have a roof on it, to have the windows, to do the flooring, and then you will leave the hardest job with us, of making sure that we transform their attitude, of making sure that we show them how the world is going. Today, if you don't get an education, really, it would be very difficult to influence life, to influence the country.
Despite the current congestion, students feel lucky and hopeful.
Good beginning at Shepherd High will enable me to get my goal. I would become a lawyer because of what I'm doing right now.
I really enjoy this place. I'm really secure here. I'm free from drug abuse, the early pregnancies. The place is really fenced free from rapists. I love the place. We have the clubs, the MDD club. I love the music. We have the games and sports club.
Shepherd High School, Katovu, in the part of Africa. This is my school, a home away from home, to provide holistic knowledge to the people of Uganda. It gives quite education.
Besides pushing for cheap and quality education, Widows and Orphans Support Organization is also ensuring that pupils in the community get skills. Through the child sponsorship program, mentorship and training in craftsmaking is going on. In this school, for example, pupils are given first-hand guidance on how to make beads and other ornaments. It's in these skills that the organization believes the youngsters will sooner or later harness to contribute to their family's income. To stem household poverty, Widows and Orphans Support Organization also reaches out to widows. They were encouraged to join groups of 7 so as to access capital to start investments.
Restaurants that will be big with all this money to move well.
Our goal is to give women an opportunity to venture into businesses such that they can support their household. Their children need books, their children need housing, and here we are to make that happen.
Yeah, so today lives will begin with people will become business women instead of being widows only.
Yes.
The women are equipped with business and saving skills through routine trainings. Ever since Jolie Nakawanga joined Mukwa Tampola Women's Group, her life has not been the same. She has since invested in goats and are now steadily multiplying. Her friend too is doing well with her piggery project.
I was given money and bought 2 pigs. These pigs have helped me a lot. Then I was poor, but now I'm rich. I call upon fellow widows to come and join hands with us so we can all become rich.
In the same village is Kate Ahumuza from Bob and Linda Group. The returns to her investment are paying off. Upon getting capital, she joined active trading in the weekly village markets. Armed with her profit and group's returns, she embarked on building her dream house. She is soon roofing it.
Our group is Bob and Linda too. My house construction is underway. I'm grateful to the sponsors and donors.
Widows and Orphans Support Organization believes that sustainable development can be achieved through empowering communities with good education and affordable credit through the microcredit program.